Hello guys, welcome to my channel Civilology, the study of civil engineering. Today in this video we are going to calculate the quantity of bricks. In my previous video we have calculated the number of bricks for a single wall, the link of which is given in the description. Must watch that video as well. But in this video we are going to calculate the number of bricks required for a single room having dimensions, as you can see over here, 12 by 15. Okay, this is the elevation of the wall having doors and windows. We will also learn how to detect the spaces for windows and doors. So let's start our today's topic. First of all, let's have a drawing, because drawing is very important, and for calculation we must have a drawing. So over here we have a plane. This is the plane of a single room and this is the elevation of the single room, and the dimensions of the room are shown over here. Let's suppose the length of a room is 15 feet. Okay, and the width of the room is 12 feet. This is the width of the room. Must keep in mind that the thickness of wall is not included in these dimensions. These are actually the clear span, the clear dimensions within the room. This is equal to 15 feet and this clear span is 12 feet. Okay, and the height of a room which is given in the elevation of the section, which is 10 feet, and wall thickness is 9 inches. Okay, as you can see over here, all the walls are of same dimensions having 9-inch thickness. Okay, and size of door is given over here is the width of a door is 3 feet and its height is 7 feet. So the dimensions of door is given as 3 feet by 7 feet. Okay, and size of window is 3.5. The width of window is 3.5 and it is at the height of 3 feet from the plinth level, and height of the window is 4 feet. Okay, so its dimensions will be 3.5 feet times 4 feet. This is the size of window, and it is very important to know the size of the brick, as the size of the brick vary from place to place. It's different. Okay, so before calculating the quantity for the number of bricks, you must know the dimensions of the brick available at your location. Okay, so over here let's suppose the size of the brick is 9 inches into 4.5 inches into 3 inches, and 9 inches is the length of the brick and 4.5 is the width of the brick, and depth of the brick is given as 3.5 inches. So now let's suppose let's convert this into feet. 9 inches will be equal to 0.75 feet and 4.5 inches will be equal to 0.375 feet and 3 inches will be equal to 0.25 feet. Similarly, the wall thickness is also 9 inches. It will be equal to 0.75 feet. To make a uniform unit, okay, inches are converted into feet. Okay, now let's adopt the method of long and short wall method. The method we are going to use to calculate the number of bricks is long wall and short wall method. And the length of the long wall will be equal to 0.75. as I told you before, this 15 is the clear dimension or clear span of the slab. Okay, so this is the width, or you can say the length of the room, and if we add the thickness of the wall on both sides, it will be equal to, as the thickness of the wall is 9 inches, so by converting it into feet it will become 0.75 adding on both sides. So the total length of the wall of the long wall will be equal to 16.5 feet. Okay, as we have two number of walls, this is one side of the room and this is another side of the room, so it will be equal to 2 times 16.5 feet. So the total length of the long wall will be 33 feet. Volume of a long wall will be equal to length multiplied by height multiplied by thickness of the wall. As the total length of the long wall is 33 feet, 10 feet is the height of the wall. As you can see over here in elevation, the height is 10 feet, okay, and the thickness is 0.75. This is the thickness of wall. So the total volume of a long wall will be equal to 247.5 cubic feet. As we can see over here, the windows and doors lies within the long wall, so this volume has to be deducted, okay. So deduction of window and door, as the total volume of long wall is 247.5 feet, the size of a door is, sorry, the size of window is 3.5 feet into 4 feet, and the thickness of the wall. And similarly, the deduction for door will be the dimensions of the door. As you can see over here, it's 3 feet and 7 feet, and the thickness of the wall is equal to 0.75. So in this way, the volume of door and window will be deducted from the total volume of the long wall, okay. So it will become 221.25 cubic foot after the deduction of windows and doors, okay. So total volume of a long wall after the reduction of window and door will be equal to 221.25 cubic feet. Now length of a short wall. Length of a short wall, 2 multiplied by 12. As the thickness has already been added in the long wall, so the length of the short wall will be the clear span of the room, which is 12 feet, and there are two number of short walls, so it will be multiplied with 2, so the length will be equal to 24 feet, and the volume will be equal to, similarly as that we calculated for long wall, length multiplied by height multiplied by thickness. As the length is 24 feet and the height of the room is 10 feet and the thickness of the wall is 0.75 feet, we will get 180 cubic feet volume for a short wall. As there are no windows and doors are provided in short wall, so there will be no deduction in short wall, okay. Now total volume, that is the volume of long wall plus volume of short wall. By summing up, we will get the total volume of walls, okay, which is 401.25 cubic foot. So now this is the volume for which we will calculate the number of bricks, okay. As the bricks dimension are very important to know, and the dimensions are 0.75 feet times 0.375 feet times 0.25 feet. It is very pertinent to mention over here that the thickness of mortar should be added, and the normal thickness of the mortar kept is 1 centimeter, which is equal to 0.033 feet, okay. And the volume of a brick plus mortar, as we can see over here, the mortar is applied on all three sides of the brick. Mortar is applied on all three sides of the brick, so this thickness will be added in all three dimensions of the brick, so it will become 0.783. as you can see over here, it was 0.75, but when this thickness is added, it will become 0.783 feet. Similarly for this, it will become 0.408, and it will become 0.283 after adding the thickness of the mortar. So the volume will be equal to 0.09 cubic feet. So the total volume of walls will be equal to, as that we have already calculated in the previous slide, this was the total volume without mortar, okay. So number of bricks will be equal to 401.25 divided by 0.09 cubic feet, okay, dividing the total volume of the walls by this volume, as this is the volume of the brick plus mortar, okay, we will get the number of bricks, which is equal to 4458.33 bricks, okay. But as we know that to make the better bond, we have to use the we have to make the quinculier and bed joints, etc., to make the better bonding of the wall, and to make it more stronger, some bricks uh, need to be break down. Okay, so there is wastage, and wastage has to also has to be calculated. So 5, which is the 5% wastage, 5 divided by 100 times this volume, we will get the number of bricks that will be damaged, breaked, or wasted during this work. Okay, so this brick, so total number of bricks will be equal to 448.33. This is the number of bricks required. So after adding the wastage, which is 22.9, it will be equal to 4681.23. So this is the total number of bricks required for a single room having dimensions 12 by 15 feet. So that's all for today. In the end, you are requested, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe it and don't forget to press the bell icon to get video updates. That's all for today.